Hello, my name is Justine Nexer. I would like to present the functions of the new LiquiMaster 421-431. This LiquiMaster workstation provides you with an easy way of obtaining accurate doses or accurate flow rates, as well as diluting, pipetting, multi-dispensing or multi-sampling due to its easy programming, calibration and tube change. It also controls the LiquiMaster mini robot for 8-channel operation. Select dosing in the Select function window. You may use your LiquiMaster with 1 or 2 pump heads. 2 pump heads give lower pulsation and higher speed, assuming that you use a Y connector before and after the pump. The dosing time will be reduced to half of what it is with 1 pump head and retain the accuracy of the small tubing. With the cursor in the first line, use the scroll buttons to choose 1 or 2 pump heads. Then press Enter to confirm your setting, and now the cursor goes to tube size. Choice of tube size is a balance between speed and accuracy. On the website, you will find a table explaining which tube size to use for a given volume and accuracy. Now use scroll buttons to insert the size of tubing you have applied to the pump head and press Enter to confirm. With the cursor now in dose, use the keyboard to key in the volume you want and press Enter. Then use the scroll buttons to choose milliliters or microliters or even liters. Confirm with Enter. If you have requested a volume which is either too small or too large to be delivered by the tube size you have chosen, the LiquiMaster will give a beep and change the volume setting to show you the smallest or largest volume that can be pumped with your choice of tubing. In the pump speed line, you can choose speeds from 1 to 500 RPM. Use the keyboard and insert desired speed and press Enter. In the next line, you can now read dose time, telling you how long it takes to dispense the volume you have requested with the tube size and pump speed you have chosen. The cursor has now moved to number of doses, and again, use the keyboard to key in how many you want and press Enter. In pause, insert the pause between fillings using the keyboard. Press Enter. Choose between seconds and minutes using the scroll buttons. Press Enter. In pump direction, use the scroll buttons to choose between clockwise or counterclockwise and press Enter. Your LiquiMaster will remember the last setup you have used in all 7 functions. However, if you are using several setups, for instance making a number of different dosing operations, you may use the menu memory to remember all your different setups. The memory contains 26 slots, each containing a complete setup. The number you want to give a certain setup should be keyed in when the cursor is in the line Save as Menu Number. Give each setup you want to keep a number. And next time you want to use this setup, go to the Select function window and key in the number you have given this setup when the cursor is in the menu number field, and you are ready to start operating without having to key in all the parameters for this setup. You can choose any function you want and store it under a number of your choice between 0 and 25. In all windows, you can use the cursor button to move the cursor to the next field where something can be inserted or changed. Pressing the cursor button briefly will make the cursor move forward, but if you press the cursor button for more than a half second, the cursor will move backwards as long as you keep the button depressed. You have now completed a setup for dispensing rapidly and accurately. Press Start to begin the sequence. A new window tells you how far into your process you are now. To go back and change something in the setup window, just press Page Up. When you have completed a setup, you may press the Calibration button in order to get the calibration window. The cursor will be in the sample size field. Here you may key in the volume of the sample you want for calibration. You may choose any volume that will give you a good reading or your measuring cylinder or balance. Often you would choose a volume 2 to 10 times higher than the dose size you have asked for. Higher values give better accuracy. Press Enter to confirm your choice. Now use the scroll buttons to choose between microliters and milliliters and press Enter. The cursor is now in a line which encourages you to prime for 20 seconds in order to take the basic stiffness out of the tubing applied. After that, use the prime button to fill the system. Then press Start to obtain your sample and measure it. The cursor is now in the field Unit of Measurement. If you use a measuring cylinder, use the scroll buttons to go to microliters or milliliters and press Enter. If you used a balance, use the scroll buttons to choose grams or milligrams. When you have chosen grams or milligrams, you need to inform the pump about the specific gravity of the liquid in question so that it can convert weight to volume. Thus you key in the specific gravity on the keyboard and press Enter. The cursor will now be in the measured value line. Use the keyboard to key in your measurement result. And press Enter. A new line will now appear saying, to implement, press Enter. After doing that, a line will tell you that calibration is completed and give you the date and time in a line below.